Big Dog, 97.9, time for
The Morning BJ. Good morning, Jules.
Good morning, guys.
Hello. What do we got?
Why is grass so dangerous?
It's itchy.
It's true.
Scratchy.
It's full of blades.
It is that too. Yeah.
Cut yourself. Nothing
Sure.
like a
Grass cut.
grass cut.
Death by 1,000 grass cuts. Be terrible. Thank you, Jules.
You are listening to the Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show.
Big Dog, 97.9. So, we did not do the wing eating death pool punishment yesterday like I said we would. But it's my fault.
Yeah, you had to step out. There was an emergency situation. Yes.
There was an emergency situation. I was not able to be here after the show.
Mm-hmm.
But we will do it later. It was nothing serious.
No.
Don't.
It was a golf emergency. And I lost my cameraman. You know, I realized, I thought about, I can do this anyway. And then I thought, how am I going to film myself and eat wings? That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Can't do that. So I just waited.
Yes, there was a golf emergency. It was a beautiful day. It's the middle of January.
Yeah.
And I had to. I had no other option. But I had to go play golf.
Don't blame you. The kids and I, when I picked them up, it was quickly decided we're going to the ball fields because it's that stinking nice. The only downside is I think they're confused that it is now almost ball season, softball season. It's like, no, babies, we've got months. We just have a really good day in January. They're like, we can't wait. We're probably playing pretty soon. Nope, not for a while now. It's going to be a minute.
It's going to get really crappy and cold and nasty here in a little bit.
This is just the diamond in the rough weather-wise. That's why we do it today. But yeah, it was awesome.
I hope everybody else enjoyed the weather because it was really nice. And today it's going to be rainy. Temp's still going to be nice, but it's going to get cold again tomorrow and kind of roller coaster ride. But I do hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
But yes, we will do the wing thing. It will come up. We'll do it on a crappy day. Maybe today or tomorrow we'll do it because it will be crappy both those days and I won't have any golf emergencies to have to do. Big Dog, 97.9. Now, I believe all experienced this to some extent. Now, you have experienced, I know in the past, and you've talked about it, where you just randomly were getting packages.
Oh, yes.
Like just random things that you did not order.
They didn't have our name on them, but it was our address, and it was just a last name, Hamilton.
And you would just randomly get these packages.
And to our knowledge, we don't have a neighbor named Hamilton. We would just randomly, about 3, 4 maybe, various weird things in them. None of which really went together, by the way. Strange.
Now, you also had a relative that ordered something, and then they got like 5 or 6 of them, right?
Yeah, my mother.
They only ordered one, but then there was 5 or 6 that somehow ended up there.
And what she thought she'd ordered was like much larger than what actually showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she ended up, I want to say it was 8 to 10. She had ordered 3. They just kept arriving. They just kept coming. Little remote control unicorns for the granddaughters. She thought they were much bigger. They ended up being like that big. She thought they were huge. Anyway, they just kept showing up.
Well, lost packages, damaged ones. You have had this happen, but have you ever received something completely different from what you ordered? It was still just different. She thought it was gigantic and it's small, but I mean something completely different. Like you order the unicorn remote control and you get a book.
I haven't personally. Just surprise ones for me.
Well, this man ordered a iPhone from Amazon.
Okay.
But when the box arrived, it only contained a small package of dog food.
Oh, that's not even close.
From an Irish company.
That's imported dog food. That's even good stuff.
It's unclear how much the dog food was worth, but the man paid over $1,000 for his iPhone.
Right, yeah.
Amazon initially refused to issue a refund. The man told the local news about it. Investigators reached out to Amazon, and within minutes, an Amazon rep called the man and apologized. They also issued him a full refund and told him they would be conducting an internal review to figure out what happened. I think it's pretty obvious what happened.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What's so obvious?
Somebody wanted an iPhone, and they saw the dog food sitting there, and they go, that weighs about the same. Fits in the same size box.
Oh, it was that small of an amount of a dog food, I guess?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Well, I buy my dog food in 40-pound bags.
It's a small package. So 40 pounds is small?
No, iPhone is small.
Yeah. Well, he got a small package of dog food.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was like a trial.
Had to have been. Yeah, that's probably, definitely possible. I don't know how it happens. It's funny that they wouldn't issue the refund because usually they're very good about that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we screw some stuff up sometimes. You can have your money back.
So we'll see what happens there. As far as I've heard of it happening the other way, where people get things that are nicer than what they ordered, and
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, that works out for you.
Sure, yeah. Or you just get a surprise box of Christmas lights and dog toys and scope mounts. That was part of our surprise packages. Scope mounts for a gun.
Yeah, well,
I already
gotta have
gave
fresh
them away.
Gotta have fresh breath, shooting the gun.
Yeah.
It makes me very worried what I'm going to get when and if ever my couch arrives.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
Well, maybe this guy forgot that he also gets half in the divorce. Some idiot in L.A. just rammed his car into his own house the other day, then came back with a dump truck to cause even more damage.
Oh, God. He just assumed the house wasn't going to him, I guess.
It was all because his wife is divorcing him and filed a restraining order this month against him. Sounds like she probably needed one.
Yeah, it appears that way.
House, then dump truck. Car just didn't do enough.
No, dump truck makes a bigger hole. We all know that.
Well, according to neighbors, the 62-year-old Ronald Dunn showed up on Sunday afternoon in a white Chevy Impala. Quote, tore up the garage door with it.
Oh, yeah, but that's easily fixable.
And then he left. But he came back a few minutes later with a dump truck.
Yeah.
Crashed that into the house multiple times. He also smashed into some cars on the street. There's video of it. Matter of fact, I do have audio of the neighbors reacting to his actions.
Good.
And then the wife explaining it a little bit.
Okay.
What is he doing?
A man that's under that kind of rage, who's to say what he might do? He was trying to kill me. He really was. I was just trying to stay out of the way. So I don't know if he was drunk, under the influence. I never experienced anything like this in my life.
Well, I don't think a lot of people have.
Yeah, nobody has, honey. Yeah.
Most people don't take a dump truck to their house.
No. Shouldn't be anyway.
It's not clear where he got the dump truck from. He eventually drove off. Still wasn't done, though. He did come back a third time.
All right.
This time in the Chevy Impala again.
Dump trucks out of diesel.
Cops are catching flack because it took them 30 minutes to get there.
Oh, that's not the best response time, I guess.
They say the initial report came through as a car crash, not a crime. And they say that is why.
Okay. All right.
Last we heard, they haven't even caught him yet. He's still on the run.
Really?
Driving around in a dump truck.
He stole something else by now, I think.
His soon-to-be ex did say that he was staying somewhere else, which is good.
Yeah.
Just in case he decided to come back.
Oh, he'll be staying somewhere else from here on out. He knows if he's, well, what am I saying? He's not even remotely, he ran a dump truck into a house. Yeah. He's a dumbass.
What a dumbass.
But really, since you're probably just going to die anyway, I say the best thing to do is just to go outside and smile.
Watch the show.
Top 6 things you should actually do if a nuke is about to hit.
Okay.
Number 6, tell your wife what you really think about her lasagna.
It's coming to an end anyway.
Yeah. Number 5, set your kid's instrument on fire.
You've been wanting to. Oh, I feel bad for any parents going through that right now.
Eventually, it gets good.
You hope so. Or they give it up. It's one or the other.
But it's torturous beforehand.
Yeah.
Number 4, I say strip naked and run through your neighborhood yelling, woo!
Why not?
Number 3, place your Apple Watch on the ground, stomp on it, and say, count that step.
Good.
Number 5, take a 5-iron to all your annoying neighbors' ceramic gnomes.
Or just neighbor. I mean, whatever.
Top 6 things that you actually should do if a nuke is about to hit. Number 1, yank the parking brake on the freeway going 90 miles an hour just to see what happens.
Yeah, well, possible death. You may not make it to see the nuke.
Well, now you'll know.
Yeah.
There's your top 6 list today.
You're listening to the Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show.
Big Dog, 97.9. Very important question to ask here this morning.
Okay.
Hard-hitting stuff here. What animal symbolizes your love life? In other words, if your love life was an animal, what would it be?
Oh, man. This is a tough question. Do you have one?
I have one.
Okay.
I have one.
Glad you
now,
do.
we do have this posted at Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can go there, like and follow if you haven't done so. Appreciate it. If you got a Facebook page, simple. Just go boop.
Yeah.
Chris Purple Hayes, Bobby Show. Boop. You click the button.
Just a boop.
Just a boop. And we would love it and appreciate it. And, we post these hard-hitting questions that we would love
Right.
for you to answer. If you were an animal, what would your love life be? What animal would it be?
What symbolizes your animal to symbolize?
Somebody already took the one I was thinking about taking, but then I thought about it a little bit, and I thought, you know what? I've even got a better one.
Okay.
A bear.
A bear. Your love.
My love life is a bear.
Hairy. Big. Lots of growling. That's essentially what yours is?
No, it's in hibernation.
A bear in the winter.
In the winter.
Specifically.
It's hibernating apparently right now.
Yeah.
That's my love life.
Okay. That makes some sense. I don't know that I have a better one than that. That's pretty good. I would love to say, like Crazy Love Monkey or something like that.
Crazy.
I am Crazy Love Monkey.
I don't think we're talking about what kind of animal, not like a theme that you would walk out to.
Oh, yeah.
Now entering the bedroom.
Jungle sounds in the background.
Crazy Love Monkey. You need that every time you enter the room.
I don't know that would ever get me anywhere. Just laughter, maybe, and then that's it. I'm out of the mood now.
We need to create that. Your entrance, and then you just open the bedroom, and the jungle sounds start playing.
I must wear a loincloth for this process, too,
Yes.
I think. Right? I think it's probably closer to, like, lion.
Lion.
Lion, yes.
Why lion?
Because I sleep directly after. Lions are always asleep, it seems
Okay.
like. So, I go into a coma afterwards. I think lion seems fitting.
Okay, I'm going to go with bear just because it's in hibernation for some reason.
Yeah.
Not my choice, but it is.
So we want to know what's yours. And be honest, it's okay.
Yeah, have fun with it.
You don't
All right,
have
be
to
honest.
share name, maybe, if you want, but you can.
Chris Purple Hayes, a Bobby Show on Facebook. You can also give us a call if you like. 659-9797. You can go open the Big Dog app
Okay.
Do an open mic. Send us a message that way. So multiple ways to let us know what your love life would be if it was an animal. What animal would your love life be? We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, let us know.
You're listening to the Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show.
Big Dog 97.9. If your sex life were an animal, what would it be? What kind of animal would it be?
You claimed
I'm a bear.
bear.
Because it's in hibernation.
You do know bears make their own like natural butt plug for hibernation, right?
What?
Is that part of the sex life thing for you?
Do what?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know
Well, they
that.
can't go, so they have to make like they eat things that clog them up for hibernation.
Well, they don't put something in there.
It's kind of the same.
No. It's nothing the same.
All right.
Constipation is
I was
not
just
the same.
Trying to draw that comparison for you.
I'm going to say there's nothing.
We are talking sex life after
Again,
all.
hibernation. That's what I'm going with. You turn it into...
I went with lion instead of wild sex monkey, which was
I think
my
you
first
should've-
pick.
Why did you not stay with that?
All right, fine.
Because you have a theme to walk into.
The Tarzan music.
Yeah, no, like the jungle and the beats of the drums and the monkey sounds.
All right, very good.
Sex monkey, that's what it's going to be from now on.
We have a lot of great responses this morning, too. Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show on Facebook. You can share your own.
And I know Will, sloth.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I was going to go with sloth originally, but I think the bear is more fitting. Misty's going with, you said...
I think that's a fire dragon. I believe that's fire dragon.
I think that's a good one.
I mean,
Fire dragon.
Sounds better than lion that I chose. Or a fire dragon.
Yeah.
If you're a fire dragon in bed, people want to be around that.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's also a parrot falling asleep, it looks like.
Yeah,
and then
good.
somebody put in there Pegasus because it's imaginary.
It's imaginary.
I
I like that.
that was
a lot.
clever.
Yes, very good.
We had a call on the rock line 6599797 that said skunk because it stinks.
Because it stinks.
That's good too. Let us know what you think. 6599797 or jump on the Chris Purple Hayes, the Bobby Show on Facebook and let us know if your sex life was an animal. What animal would it be? Big Dog 97.9. Could Jack and Rose both have fit on the door at the end of Titanic? Apparently, this has been the long debate.
I think so. It was a big door. Seemed like a big door.
It's the debate that never ends, never gets settled until now.
Oh, okay. We have closure.
Why? James Cameron comes out and says exactly why
Okay.
they wouldn't have survived.
It wasn't a door.
That is right. It was not a door.
Just a hunk of wood.
It was apparently a piece of wood paneling from a first-class cabin. And if they both would have got on it, it would have sank. Now, I don't know the exact answer of this, but because they want you to watch the show. He says it wouldn't have remained buoyant. They even did apparently a forensic examination to settle the debate on an upcoming National Geographic special called Titanic 25 years later.
Good Lord.
Uh-huh. It airs on February 5th.
Okay.
And he says, quote, they came to some pretty hard and fast conclusions.
They did, huh? Yeah.
Because what they found out is, well, it wasn't.
It wasn't a door.
And it would sink.
It's also a make-believe story. He could have made it anything he wanted.
Titanic was not make-believe.
Well, Jack and Rose.
That was a real thing.
Jack and Rose.
There was actually.
I know the boat thing. Damn, I know it was a real.
Titanic. What are you doing? That's a make-believe story.
That part of it is a make-believe story.
There was actually a Jack and a Rose.
Okay. Sure. Probably.
And one survived. Rose did.
Probably a lot of Jacks on that boat. There were like thousands of people. Very common name back then. So was Rose. There were a lot of Jack and Roses.
Yeah. But there you go.
Yeah. Well, I can sleep easy tonight.
I knew
God.
it. That's why I brought it up. Because I knew that's something. Because, well, also I found out you thought Titanic was a fake story. Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Madonna made out with Jack Black in a video announcing her new tour. Then Jack made an announcement of his own, a new cold sore. The Season 3 trailer for The Mandalorian premiered during the Cowboys game. And like everything else, Dallas's kicker missed it. Missouri lawmakers will now require women to cover their arms in the State House. It's about time, responded 1952. Today is National Winnie the Pooh Day. Hopefully this is the year someone gives him a pair of pants. And today is Weedless Wednesday, or as Snoop Dogg knows it, Wednesday. This is not headline news.
And I'm like, oh, tonight. Yeah. I'll buy it right now. If I can buy it tonight, I'll buy it. Okay. So I sold it.
Yeah.
Not having a replacement except for an old futon that's maybe 20 years old with no padding, the cheapest futon you could probably buy, and there's an old beanbag chair. And so I quickly ordered a couch. And hopefully it turns out okay.
You have any updates on that yet? Do you know when it's coming?
They say early February.
Early February
is the date.
Does it doesn't like have a like a?
I think February 3rd.
Oh, okay.
February 3rd.
I was going to say, because it would make me nervous if it just said early February.
Well, originally it was like between this week or this week, and now it says February 3rd, but that's all it says. But yeah, so now I've got this old crappy. I feel like I've gone backwards in my life, where I'm now on a futon and a beanbag chair.
Yeah. Well, you kind of have. That's what 20-year-olds, have in their house or apartment or whatever.
I've gone backwards.
Do you have a milk crate coffee table to match?
No, I'm good there. I've still got my coffee and end tables. Which I don't know are going to work with my new couch sectional thing that I bought.
Like enough room?
Or not sectional, chase. A couch with a chase.
Yeah.
Is what I bought.
You bought a living room bed, sort of. Those things I don't like because they are too comfortable. It's like, I'll just fall asleep in this. I know myself.
I hope it's not. I hope it's comfortable, but not too comfortable.
Right. Then you'll just wake up in that thing 2 a.m, not be able to go back to sleep.
And that was the problem with the sectional that I had.
Yeah.
It, I think, became too comfortable for me, and I would just sit on it, and it'd like hug me, and I'd fall asleep.
What a first world problem. My couch is too comfortable, makes me nap too often. I must get rid of it and trade it in for a newer model.
So I'm hoping it's comfortable. It'll look nice and everything. But, a lesson learned on my part. Don't open your mouth that you're willing to sell something to somebody or willing to sell it before you have a replacement already picked out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. I had to scramble. And now I'm having to wait, hopefully, by the 3rd. So I've still got... I potentially have 3 more weeks.
Yeah, you've got a while of beanbag sitting. Super Bowl on a beanbag.
Super Bowl on a beanbag. That's what my life has come to.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
Police Department of Michigan are dealing with a crime activity inside the station. And the perp is allegedly one of their own.
Oh, this is bad.
A few days ago, the Wyandotte Police Department accused officers of stealing from another cop.
Uh-oh.
Officer Barwig.
Okay.
I stole Barwig's lunch.
Oh no. How erroneous.
Yes, Officer Ice is his name, and we have Officer Barwick.
Officer Ice?
Yes.
This feels very made up.
Nope, it's not. And it's probably worth mentioning that the Officer Ice, well, he's a police dog.
Oh. Yeah, worth a mention, probably.
In a playful post on social media, the department said, stealing is not a crime, but it is morally wrong too. As a police officer, they do require you to take an oath, including a promise to protect someone's personal property. According to the report, Barwig is called out in the break room, leaving his half-eaten lunch at the table. While returning, it was gone. But witnesses say they saw Ice licking his chops.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, you got to know not to leave it behind if there are police dogs around.
This isn't the first time he has been accused, apparently. It's unclear what kind of disciplinary action, I can't even say that word, how much trouble he will be in. Maybe I need a thesaurus. But he could be facing trouble, they say.
Yeah.
The department said that they are considering Facebook followers' opinions on how to proceed with the investigation.
Oh.
So far, a lot of people are pointing out that the evidence sounds just circumstantial.
I like that.
There is no actual proof.
Yeah, unless you can
Just
develop
because he's
some
licking
real
his chops, he could have just went, I wished I got some of that.
Could be, I think, simple solution also. Ice could just trade his lunch. Here you go, Officer Barwig. Have my Alpo. I was going to eat that. You eat it. You go ahead. That way you're not hungry. Yep, this is what you get for leaving your lunch behind unattended when Officer Ice is around, you dumbass.
What a dumbass.
You're listening to the Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show.
Big Dog, 97.9. Point of the show. We find out what we learned on the show today. Bobby, what did you learn?
If an animal described your sex life, it would be a bear. Growling, hairy, love in a cave. Or sleep, as you well put it, hibernation.
Hibernation.
Either way, you can take it whichever way you want. Bear's kind of like two sides of the coin sort of animal there. Wintertime bear and summertime bear, two different kinds of love.
I'm in wintertime right now.
What did you learn?
I learned that you thought Titanic was it was a fake story. It was not real.
I know the story of Titanic is real. I meant the movie Jack and Rose or whatever.
You said Titanic was a fake story.
I said that was a made-up story.
A made-up story.
You put the Titanic part in there. I meant the door in the water, which turns out to not be a door, we learned today as well. Yeah. I do know Titanic is an actual historical event.
That's what you're saying. You basically said, Titanic was not a real thing.
Let's share one more laugh. What do we have?
Jerry Seinfeld on wearing glasses and having braces as a kid.
I have contacts now. I had glasses when I was 10 years old. I don't know if you ever had something like that. Glasses at 10. You know, somebody puts something on your face at 10, you leave it there. You don't know the difference. I thought I was getting glasses because I couldn't tell what my parents looked like. Because every time I'd ask my mother to buy me something, she'd say, "What do I look like, a bank?" And you know what I was thinking? When you're 10, your parents are the bank. You know what I mean? If I'm 10 and I need money, could I walk in and Chase Manhattan and get money? The teller's just going to say to me, "What do I look like, your mother?" Hit the road, 4 Ice. I also had braces. I want you to get this picture now, okay? Glasses at 10, braces at 12. I was thrilled to have these things on my face. I mean, you know, you're thinking about talking to a girl for the very first time in my life. I want a lot of corrective apparatus on my head. This is what women like. I said to my parents, let's not stop now. Let's get me a hearing aid, orthopedic.